If you're in your 40s or 50s and you've been told you missed the AI train, I want to show you something. Everything you're about to see on this screen was built by someone in her 50s, not technical, didn't quit anything to do it, doesn't write a single line of code. I talk to my AI employees and they do the work, not a theory. My actual screen, my actual business. Stay with me because I'm going to show you the whole thing, including the part where an AI version of me films my videos so I don't have to. Hey, I'm Josée. I help everyday people build AI powered digital businesses without the tech overwhelm and without the hype. And if you're my age, this video was made for you specifically. Here's everything we're covering today, so you always know where we are. First, the myth, the three things people our age believe that keep them stuck. Too old, too busy, not techy. I'm going to take each one apart because honestly, I believed all three. Second, my AI employees, the actual team that runs my business inside Claude, who they are, what each one does, and why employees is the right word. Third, my AI twin, yes, I cloned myself, my face, my voice. I'll show you how an AI avatar in Higgsfield films content for me while I'm at the barn, and why this is the single biggest unlock for anyone who hates being on camera. Fourth, the content day. A real walkthrough of how content gets made in my business in Claude Cowork, from a blank folder to finished branded posts. You'll see the exact sentence I type fifth, the schedule, how all of that gets published across every platform with one sentence in Blotato. So the business runs while I'm at my day, not glued to my phone. And at the end, your first week, not your first year, your first week, 7 days, one small thing per day. So this stops being a video you watched and becomes something you started. Grab a coffee, let's go. Let's deal with the three beliefs because if I don't, you'll sit through this whole video thinking, that's nice for her. Belief one, I'm too old for AI. Here's what nobody tells you. The people our age have the one thing the 25-year-olds don't. We've actually lived, we've had careers, raised families, run households, survived bad bosses and worse decisions. That's not baggage, that's content, that's judgment. And judgment is the exact thing AI can't produce and the exact thing this business runs on. You don't need to understand how AI works. You need to know what good work looks like when you see it. You've been doing that for 30 years. Belief two, I can't quit my job to do this. Good, don't. I'm serious, the worst advice in this space is burn the boats. Here's the honest version. This business needs about an hour a day from you, and not an hour of skills, an hour of decisions. Decide, approve, press publish. That's your job. Your AI employees do the other 23 hours. You build this beside your life, not instead of it if it grows into more. Wonderful. But the plan that works is the one that survives a busy Tuesday. Belief three, I'm not techie. Neither am I. I want to be completely honest about this. I don't code. I've never opened a design program and enjoyed it. I don't edit video. Here's what changed. A couple of years ago, using AI meant learning tools. Today, using AI means talking. I type a sentence. I say what I want in plain English, the way I'd say it to a new hire. And the work comes back finished. If you can write a text message to your kids, you have every technical skill this business requires. Let me prove it to you. So here's the part most people get wrong, and it's the reason they think AI is overrated. They open a chat and ask for help. Write me a caption, and they get something generic, something that sounds like the entire internet averaged together. So they rewrite it, sigh, and go, see, it's not that good. I don't ask AI for help, I give it a job. Inside Claude, I sat down one time and did what I call the 20-minute interview. I talked my story, who I help, how I sound, what I'd never say. Claude wrote that into one document. I call it my brain file. It's my business cloned into a file. From that day on, every AI employee I use reads that brain file first. That's why nothing comes out generic. It comes out sounding like me. Let me introduce the team. These are real. They're running right now. The viral spotter finds what's already working in my niche every week, so I never guess what to post. The market votes every day. My spotter reads the votes, the post writer writes in my voice, mine, not the internet's, the image maker. Every branded graphic on my pages, my face, my gold and black, my rules, not a designer in sight, the real scripter, hooks and scripts, ready to film. And we'll talk in a minute about who actually films them, the brand reviewer. My editor checks everything against my rules before it goes out. Tone, banned words, and the rule that never bends in my world. No income claims ever. The scheduler publishes everywhere while I'm living my life. The video editor, the newest one, it built the animated video you're watching right now, the slides, the timing, all of it. 7 employees, zero payroll. And here's the thing about employees versus tools: a tool forgets you the second you close it. My employees remember everything, every correction I make writes back to the brain file. So month one, it's good. Month six, it's really good. Month 12, it knows my business better than a new human hire ever could. Courses give you videos, this gives you employees. Courses forget you exist. This remembers your business. Courses teach. This builds with you. Okay, this is the part I was most nervous to try, and it's now my favorite. Here's the truth about people our age and content. Most of us hate being on camera, the lighting, the retakes, the do I really look like that? I put off video for months because of it. So I made an AI version of me. In Higgsfield, I uploaded a handful of real photos of myself, good light, different angles, and a short voice recording. From that, it built a digital twin: my face, my expressions, my voice. Now, watch what happens. My real scripter writes a script in my voice. I read it once, 60 seconds, to make sure it sounds like me. I approve it. And my AI twin films it? Talking head video, lips sync to my words, my voice, my face. No lighting, no retakes, no. I look tired today. Let me be clear about what this is and isn't. It isn't pretending to be someone I'm not. It's me saying my words that I approved. I tell my audience I use it. And honestly, they care about whether the advice is real, not whether I filmed it on a Tuesday or my twin did. And for the people watching this who have told themselves I can't do content because I can't be on camera, that excuse is gone. Your twin can be on camera, you can be at your job. Same tool, by the way, makes the branded images with my real face you see on my pages. The image maker employee drives it from the brain file. Real photos of me placed into scenes with my words on them, consistent every single day. Let me show you what a real content day looks like, because I want you to see how untechnical this is. I open Claude Cowork. It's Claude, but it can see my folders. It's sitting inside my business, not in a chat window somewhere. I type one sentence, create my next post. That's it. That's the prompt. No engineering, no 20-line instructions, because the brain file already holds the instructions. Here's what happens on screen, and I'm showing you the real thing. The viral spotter's ideas are already sitting there from the week. The post writer picks one, writes the post in my voice. The image maker builds the branded graphic: my photo, my gold, my font. The brand reviewer checks every line. And the finished file, the image and the caption, lands in a folder called Ready to Post. Finished. Not here are some ideas, a file I could publish this second. I read it. That's my job. Sometimes I change a word. Sometimes I say too salesy, soften it. And here's the part that still gets me: when I correct it, it learns that correction goes into the brain file. I never have to make the same note twice. Then I type, create my week, and it makes the next 20 minutes. A week of content. Made with me in my voice while I had my coffee 3 years ago. That was a writer, a designer, and a proofreader on payroll. Or it was me at midnight burning out. The schedule. Now, content sitting in a folder earns exactly nothing. And here's where most people's systems quietly die: publishing. If it depends on you remembering to open 5 apps every morning, it falls apart the first busy week you have, not because you're unreliable, because life happens. So here's mine. Everything in that ready to post folder, written, designed, check, goes to Blotato. I set up the schedule once, the times, the platforms, the order. Then I type one sentence: schedule my week. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, all of it, every day, at the right time, whether I'm at work, at the barn, or asleep. I don't open the apps. I don't copy paste. It just goes. And this is what without quitting your job actually looks like. Not secret hours stolen from your family. A system that publishes while you're at your desk. You show up once a day to decide and approve. The machine does the rest. One more piece, and it's the one that makes the whole thing make sense. Where does all this content point? Because content without a destination is just noise for me. Everything points to one door: my free community. That's the front of my entire business. Content builds trust. Trust brings people through the door. Inside is the actual help and the offer. No webinar maze, no 17-step email sequence. And what do I sell? 3 honest lanes. Your own product, affiliate, or white label licensing, and I'll tell you straight, the one I recommend for people starting beside a job is white label. Proven, finished digital products you license and sell under your own name. Think of a franchise without the building lease. You skip product creation and go straight to the marketing, which conveniently is the exact thing your AI employees are best at. And serious voice, none of this is money. While you sleep, it's a real business. The AI carries the heavy end. You still show up for your part every day. Anyone promising you passive riches with zero involvement, close the tab. Who this is for, let me save some of you 10 minutes. This is for you if you're 40 plus, you've got a job and a life, and you've been waiting for a version of this that fits a real adult schedule, beginners especially. This was built with you in mind. You're not behind, you're starting at the best possible time. This is not for you if you want money while you sleep or if you won't do your part every day. Nobody can decide for you. No hard feelings? Still here? Good, your first week. Not your first year, your first week. One small thing a day, because that's the difference between people who build this and people who just watch videos about it. Day one, pick your lane, own product, affiliate, or white label. One decision, don't take 2 weeks on it. You can add lanes later, day two, the 20-minute interview. Open Claude, have the conversation. Let it write your brain file from this day on. Everything sounds like you, day three. Hire your first employee, the idea finder, just one. Let it show you what your niche already responds to. Day four, take your photos. 10 good ones, natural light, different angles. That's the raw material for your AI twin and your branded images. Phone is fine. Day five, build your twin in Higgsfield, upload the photos and a voice clip. Let it film your first 60-second reel from a script your scripter wrote. Day six, run your first content day, create my next post, read it, approve it, you just did your 10%. Day 7, connect Potato and open your front door. Set the schedule once, point everything at one simple page or free community, 7 days. Notice I didn't say finished, I said running because it never stops improving after that. Everything writes back to the brain, month 2 is better than month 1. Here's the unglamorous truth, and it's the same truth at the bottom of every video I make. The magic was never the AI. The magic is that you make the important decisions once. Your lane, your voice, your rules, and a system repeats those decisions perfectly every single day at a volume no human could match while you keep your job, while you keep your life. Your age is not the problem. Your job is not the problem. Your tech skills are not the problem. The only thing you were missing was a team, and now you can hire one. If you want help building yours, the brain file, your first employee, your twin, picking your lane, that's exactly what we do inside my free school community. The link is right below this video. It costs nothing. There's a full free training on building an AI powered digital business from absolute zero, and it's where I actually hang out. Come in, say hi, and tell me how old you are. I love those comments. I read every one. If this helped you see it, really see it, hit like and subscribe. One real system on a real screen every week. I'm Josée. You're not too late. Go pick your lane.